to redo that?
No, keep going.
Going to the opening in 3, 2.
Welcome to the Buc Buzz. I'm Jake Hibbert.
And I'm Kira Gorman. So Jake, did you go to the JV show?
Yeah, I did. Did you go?
Yeah. What was your favorite act?
Everything was so good, I can't really pick a favorite.
Yeah, I agree. We have a lot of talent here in our school. Let's send it over to Kyle, Maddie, and Jenna with all of the details.
Thanks, guys. The JV show is an annual event that showcases a lot of talent from the Oswego High School. One of the main acts was the junior chorus line. We recently caught up with Kenzie Rice and Brianna Pfeiffer for more information.
Junior Chorus Line is a group of 10 girls from the junior class who do a dance together for 4 minutes. Anyone in the junior class can be a part of it.
We started practicing our performance after Christmas break, and we practice 1 to 2 times a week. I wanted an opportunity to dance with all of my friends because it would be a great experience.
Ring. Ding 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 ding.
We also caught up with Jared Mills and MC, who had a great experience and gave us some more information on the show.
Well, I wanted to be an MC, but Miss Jackson told me I could before I asked her, so that's an MC just prepares for the next act and improvises while the tech crew is setting up the next one. Oh, well, we each helped bring in parts of the unscript, including Miss Jackson. We had to keep it PG, so nothing too bad. Well, I first had the triangle, which I wanted to play, but Mr. Cecil wouldn't let us. No offense to him. And then they wanted me to add a kazoo, which was even a more awkward instrument. And then I put in miming because I didn't have any of the instruments with me at the time, so.
Reporting for WBUC, this is Jenna Bradshaw. Back to you guys.
I wish I had a talent to perform in the JV show.
Yeah, me too. I can sing, but I'm not going to say I'm good at it. Speaking of talent, Jake, do you know where you're going to college?
No, I'm just starting to look at colleges.
You should go to College Night being hosted at SUNY Oswego.
What's that?
The Oswego County Counselors Association, in conjunction with SUNY Oswego, is offering the 3rd College Fair this spring. College Night will be held at the Moreno Campus Center on Wednesday, April 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. Mrs. Roman, a counselor here at OHS and president of the OSCCA, said that they are excited to continue their partnership with SUNY Oswego to offer Oswego County families an opportunity to meet with college admission reps. Given the success of this event over the past 2 years, they are very pleased to be hosting it again.
That's awesome. How many colleges are going to be there?
It's expected that at least 70 different colleges and universities will be at College Night. Each college will have an admissions representative there to help answer any questions the families might have. There will also be a presentation covering the admission process and financial aid during the fair for any families interested. For any people looking at participating in athletics in college, an NCAA eligibility expert will be there to help students figure out how to go through that process. This is a perfect chance for students and their families to get a start on their college process or continue the search. The college day that's held at CCC is only open to students during their school day, so this is an opportunity to let parents go through a college fair with their children.
That would probably help me a lot with my college search.
Yeah, I already know where I'm going to college, but you should definitely go to it.
All I can think about when we're talking about colleges is SU basketball.
I know, both teams had such an amazing year. It was a tough loss, but they impressed me.
Well, let's send it over to Alex Hessig in our sports corner with more information on the men's and women's teams.
Thanks, guys. This week in Sports Corner, I'd like to give a final shout out to the Syracuse basketball teams. Both the men's and women's teams made historic runs, which transformed Syracuse, New York into the capital of college basketball for 1 week leading up to the Final Four. The men's team made history, becoming the first 10 seed to advance to the Final Four. However, their plans to continue making history came to a halt when they ran into the juggernaut that is the North Carolina Tar Heels. Syracuse struggled at the free throw line, going 4 for 13. North Carolina also solved the 2-3 zone by shooting over 50% from the field. The men finished the season at 23-14 and only lose 2 seniors as they begin preparations for next season. The SU women extended their season a bit longer by defeating the Washington women in the Final Four. They moved on to the national title game to face Brianna Stewart and the UConn Huskies. UConn's experience and talent proved to be too much for the Orange to overcome as Stewart and the Huskies captured their 4th title in a row. It was a season of reaching never-experienced height for the women's team, and it put Syracuse women's basketball on the map. They finished the season at 30-8. That's all for Sports Corner. Back to you guys.
I'm so proud of them for all they did this year. What a great season.
Kira, are you planning on going to prom?
Well, of course, are you?
Yeah, I'm not really sure yet. Prom isn't exactly my type of thing.
Maybe if you learn more about it, you'd want to go. Let's send it over to Aaron and Kristen with more information about the prom committee here at OHS.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron from WBUC. I'm here to talk to you about prom and what prom committee has planned out. The date of prom will be May 21st starting at 8 o'clock. After 9 o'clock there will be no entries. You also may not be able to leave. If you do leave, there will be no re-entry. The theme of prom this year is to the moon and back. For more information, let's send it over to Miss Jackson.
Tickets go on sale May 3rd, and they'll be on sale every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for 3 weeks leading up to the prom. And they'll be in room 186 before and after school. Anyone that's bringing a guest that's not an OHS student has to fill out a guest request form, and it has to be approved by one of our administrators. All guests must be between or under the age of 21, under 21, and must be high school age, so no middle school students. And as far as the prom planning goes, we meet every week with the prom committee, and we, as a group, decide on the colors, all of the decorations we're going to use, the lighting, and then when it gets to the night of the prom, or the day before, we decorate as a group, and the morning of.
Hi, my name is Kristen Grole, and I attended prom my sophomore and junior year, and my experience at prom was very lovely, and I would highly suggest going to prom. If you are considering going to prom or not, definitely go. And I would have to say my favorite part about prom was probably dancing and hanging out with your friends, and as a girl, getting ready. Getting ready is the best part.
I am very excited to attend prom this year as I'm a junior. I'm really hoping I'll be able to take my beautiful girlfriend Desiree. So Desiree, will you go to prom with me? We'll get back to you next week with our answer. Now back over to the anchors. Enjoy the rest of the show, Oswego.
That is interesting. Maybe I'll think about going now.
I think you should go. Prom is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, you know?
Yeah, but I'm only a sophomore. I've got a few more years to go if I want to. Another cool thing hosted in our city is a regional awareness program about distracted driving.
That sounds like a pretty smart thing to have. Can you tell me more about it?
Yes, I can. The Center for Instruction, Technology, and Innovation, more commonly known as CITI, recently hosted the 12th Regional Awareness Program for young drivers to raise awareness of the dangers of distracted driving. The 3-hour program, which takes place in the spring every year, with the warmer weather arriving along with prom season, there were many powerful stories delivered at the event pertaining to the devastating impact that impaired driving can have on families. Kira, do you know of anyone that's been affected by impaired driving?
No, luckily I don't. Impaired driving affects a lot of people, though. Have you been affected by this?
I actually have. One of my brother's closest friends was killed in an accident a few years ago due to impaired driving, and it really tore him up emotionally. When you see something like that happen, it really is an awful feeling, and that feeling could easily be eliminated if people just didn't drive under the influence. Anyways, the Regional Awareness Program also covered a little on the topic of being cautious about motorcyclists. People on motorcycles are incredibly likely to get severely injured if involved in an accident for obvious reasons, so it is always best to err on the side of caution in regards to motorcyclists. There were also virtual reality stations set up at the event to simulate car accidents, which gave the people in attendance a very realistic experience of what it's like to be involved in serious accidents. All in all, it was a very informative event regarding the terrors associated with impaired driving.
Yeah, that's definitely a really good idea. It's important for youth drivers to learn about this stuff before it's too late.
It really is. Well, that's all for this week's edition of the Buc Buzz.
Have a great weekend and week, everybody, and remember to keep tuning in to WBUC for more student-produced television.
We'll be right back.